Woo-hoo. Get your pot heated up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so to this pot here, we will have 2 gallons of water. So to make it easy for yourself, you can always buy a 1-gallon jug of water and then refill it after you've emptied it out and just keep it on hand for future use. So from here, we add the 2nd gallon. And there you go. Okay, to our pot, we are going to squeeze in 3 lemons that have been cut in half and 2 oranges that have been cut in half. Just go ahead and give them a good squeeze. And then just go ahead and throw them in. Like that. And now the orange. And look, I know some of you guys might be against this, what have you. The oranges are not going to make it overly sweet or anything. It's just going to bring a nice balance to this citrus flavor we add into the water. But look, by all means, if you don't like it, leave it out. There we go. All right, let's bring this to a boil. All right, ladies and gentlemen, over at our prepping area, we're going to prep on this right here. So what we have here is 3 pounds of red potatoes, which we're going to take this fork right here and we're going to poke holes in all of them. So that way they can really soak up the seasoning. We've got a head of garlic and 2 pounds of smoked sausage. And we also have 3 whole yellow onions, which we'll cut in half. We take these onions and we just basically put them down on their side like this and go, hi-ya! And it is just that easy, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to cut these other 2 onions in half, and we're also going to cut this garlic in half right down the middle there. I'd show you the paella on some sausage, but I don't feel very comfortable putting paella on sausage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. We've cut up our sausage, the rest of our vegetables, and we've also poked holes in our potatoes. I also have a bowl of about 1 pound of whole mushrooms here that I'm going to throw into the mix. All right, our pot is getting to a boil here. So we're going to go ahead and throw some seasoning in. We're adding 3/4 cup of a granulated crawfish and crab boil seasoning. Go ahead and stir that around. Next, add 1/4 cup of salt and 2 tablespoons of a liquid crab oil. Just go ahead and blend that around. All right, so at this time, I'm going to go ahead and remove these fruits right here, because they're going to take up a lot of space in my pot. Now, if you got a much larger pot, you can leave them in there, but they've kind of served their purpose at this point. Now we're boiling. Okay, so I've got all my fixings here in this boiling bag. I'm going to slowly add this to the pot here. And as you can see, it gets just to where I want it. Now I'm going to have to monitor it from here. But what I'm going to do is, so I don't catch this on fire, I usually just tie it to my microwave right there. Now if you don't have a boiling bag like this or even a setup where you can tie it, they make pots that have like a built-in strainer where you can just pull the whole thing out and then empty it as you go. So we're going to go ahead and boil this for a good 20 minutes here and just monitor it as we go. And that is my setup right there. How you like that, huh? So look, we just steadily bringing this back to a boil. I like to go in and just kind of push them up. Ooh, watch out now. When you do that, things get a little crazy. I like to go and push the mushrooms down a little bit here and there just to kind of mix them. The mushrooms tend to float, but I want them to really soak up the seasoning. But it's all going to work out. At about the 20-minute mark, you want to go ahead and just test a potato and just see where it is to your liking. All right, so it's been 20 minutes and I went ahead and checked the potato. I find that it could go longer, so I'm gonna have this sit for another 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been 25 minutes, so this is good to go. So at this point, we just kind of hold it up high, let it drip over the pot here. And if it's too hot for you, just have your tray ready off to the side and make the switch. Bam! There you go. Just get everything out the bag here. Whoa! No! Choo, boy, let me tell y'all, this is the money right here. This is what you snack on before the main event. All right, so we're fixing to add our shrimp in. But before we do, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of a hot Cajun or Creole seasoning, whatever your choice. And when I mean hot, I mean the spicy blend. Now you could just go with the regular blend, a little more salt, a little more crab oil, whatever you want right here. But I do feel like we need a little extra right here for when we add the seafood. Okay, so we just wanna make sure we bring this back up to a rolling boil. It wasn't quite that high while I was doing the fixings, and that's mainly because of the type of pot I have here. So if you guys have a much larger stock pot, you'll be all right. We boiling. All right, so for the sake of video, I'm gonna try to do this all one-handed here. Do not try this at home. Here's my fresh, beautiful shrimp, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Whew! We did all right. All right, we want to get this back up to a boil. So after about 5 minutes, the shrimp come to the top and you start to see some slight boiling again. That's good enough right there. At this point, I drop in 8 to 12 ears of frozen corn. Be careful. Whoa! Oh, shucks. Oh, we good. Gonna pat that down real good. Now we're gonna go ahead and cover this up. You turn your fires off and let it sit for another 10 minutes. Just to let you guys know, it's okay to periodically come on in and just, push them down a little bit. Let them all soak up some of that juice. Ooh, that looks good. And then cover it back up, and you're good to go. Woohoo! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some boiled shrimp. Let's go ahead and pour these bad boys out. Beautiful. Woo! Oh man, we love seafood down here, if you don't already know. So all right guys, I've got my shrimp boil here. So for me, thankfully they've cooled off a little bit since putting all the video and everything together. I like to, I grab the whole shrimp and I just kind of give it a little That's good stuff. And then from here you peel them like anything else, Come right off. You can even kind of pinch the tail like crawfish. Come right out. If you got some dip it in there. Money. These bad boys right here are my favorite. They soak up so much seasoning. So good. And my potatoes, look, they're completely intact. They didn't bust all apart. But look, you push down on them. That's tender. Dip that. That's a good dip too. If you're wondering how I do the dip, You can find it on my YouTube channel or even further back in my Facebook videos. I did a video on how I like to do dip. Man, these got a lot of flavor. Ooh, man. That is delicious. Peels right off. Oh, I can see the juice just like squeezing. I wonder if you guys can see that. Let's see if you get a little nice up close video there. Watch me squeeze that. Ooh, I hope y'all saw that. Just come right out. This is so good. Sorry. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we've knocked out shrimp boil, or boiled shrimp, however you want to call it. And it came out great. Hope you guys give this a try. Let me know what you think. And I look forward to it. But other than that, I got nothing else for you. I appreciate y'all tuning in.